Okay, we're recording. Take it away, Lindsay.
All right. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Dream Team Truth About Coaching. So tonight we are here as a collective group. Some of us are already coaches. Some of us are people here just to listen in and learn about our stories. And that's what we're excited to share with you tonight is where we've come from and where this opportunity has led us. And really, more than anything, the heart of how this has made a positive impact on our lives. So I am thrilled to be starting the call off tonight and to be sharing with you all a little bit about my experience so far and a little bit about what the common misconceptions of what online health and fitness coaches are and what it takes to do what we do. All right. So to start off, for anyone who I haven't met, my name is Lindsay Roert. I am 34. I'm a stay-at-home mom / yoga instructor / part-time online health and fitness coach. And I started this, my whole health and fitness journey in general started with a coach approaching me and saying, "Hey, Lindsay, I'm doing this online accountability group and I'd like for you to sign up." And I said, "Yeah, I've tried Shakeology before and I love it, but I can't pay for it. Like, that's just not in our budget right now." And she said, "Well, why don't I sign you up as a discount coach and you can essentially get it paid for?" Well, I signed up as a discount coach, but I wasn't quite ready to work the business. So for about 6 months, I just got a discount on my Shakeology, right? I didn't get it paid for, but that discount was enough for me and my husband to just really appreciate that option. And I was also 6 months pregnant. I was approached with this opportunity at 6 months pregnant, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. But when I started joining in on the groups at 6 months, I had not taken care of myself at all at the beginning of my pregnancy. And I started this crazy dance video called Size. And I fell in love with it and invited some of my coworkers to do it with me after school days. I was a teacher and we loved it. So after my son was born, I took a little bit of a break and I suffered from postpartum depression. And about 4 months postpartum with 2 months of really just a huge struggle. And I was in a really dark place. That same friend and coach invited me to a live event where I saw light. I was still 45 pounds past my ideal weight. And I was really down on myself. I was really not believing in my purpose. I had left teaching and here I was as a stay-at-home mom, and I couldn't quite figure out what confidence looked like for me. And it was a really hard place. But this live event, I just saw these women who supported each other, who welcomed me in with open arms to this live workout thing where I couldn't keep up with the moves. I couldn't do anything, but they were cheering me on. We were laughing and having fun and talking about this crazy go-go juice that they were taking that was way healthier than the Red Bull that I had been drinking. We didn't stop by for fast food. And I told my coach, I said, on the way there, I was ticked off. I was ticked off that you guys weren't going to stop somewhere for food. Like, why can't we just drive through Subway or something? That's healthier, right? And on the way, by the time I had experienced what coaching was about, I had a whole new mindset where I was like, yeah, they gave me like a Lara bar and an orange. I'm going to be okay. I can eat more food when I get home. And there was just this big shift for me. So after that, I knew that I just wanted to be a part of a community that was up to something bigger and that was up to something positive. I needed that positivity in my life. I needed that, staying at home was really hard on me at the time because I felt isolated and I could connect with these people online, and that was huge for me. So I started my transformation and I lost 20 pounds after 2 rounds of 21-day fix right away. And I was feeling so great. And I lost the next I lost about 10 pounds a month on my personal health and fitness journey. But while I was doing that, I was inviting people in. people are asking, what are you doing? Like, you're so positive. They saw the shift in me. They saw that I was posting about things. And when they saw me in person, they saw not only my physical transformation, but what I was giving in my outward energy. And I can tell you that coaching really did save my life in a lot of different ways, and has introduced me to a group of women who have now since became my best friends and know the hard parts of my life and have helped me through them. And we've celebrated the biggest non-scale victories, we call them, on things where, like, I started with these 3-pound weights, and I was proud when I got myself up to 8. And I can call these girls and tell them, I got a set of 25-pound weights. I never would have thought I'd do that. And so for me, this community and building confidence in myself with the support of others who are on the journey, and we all go through roller coasters, has been life-changing for me. And I love to share that of what this is about, because that's my personal takeaway. But when I get to reach my hand out and invite others to have the same kind of experience that I did, everybody takes a little bit different journey, right? But that's the biggest blessing to me. I just got a card in the mail from a friend who I only met once in college, but she has lost 26 pounds in the last 80 days. And she sent me just this beautiful thank you card with a little memento that will forever be a reminder of the fact that I said yes to this, that I made change in me. And because I did that, she believed that she could. And oh my goodness, I'm 34 weeks pregnant right now with my second. So bear with me here. I'm getting too emotional. But because of a choice that I made 2 years ago, I've been able to positively impact other people. And that in alone is huge. And I could tell you a story about each and every coach on this team and how they have helped me and how I have helped them. But that would take a lot longer. So I'm going to leave it right there. But I just encourage you to consider a year from now, what would that look like for you? Just like it has me. Could this one choice to take a step and say yes to an opportunity forever make the most positive impact on your life? All right. So I'm going to kind of just breeze through some misconceptions and tell you why they are a misconception. Okay. And if you have any more questions about these, please reach out and ask the coach who invited you to this event tonight to tell you a little bit more. Okay. Because there's a lot to be said about each misconception. And if something is holding you back from saying yes, then maybe this will just bring some things to light. Okay. But if you want more information, definitely reach out to them. Okay. So one of the first misconceptions that we hear about becoming an online health and fitness coach is this: you have to have a lot of extra time on your hands. And I've heard that from so many people about just starting their health and fitness journey, let alone considering like what it means to be a coach. This opportunity to start a health and fitness journey and be on that journey day in and day out can take as little as 30 minutes, right? With a little bit of intention throughout the day of your nutrition, and it's going to put you in a better place. So that doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes a lot of effort. And we're all here to support you in that. Okay. But as far as coaching goes and helping other people, we have coaches who spend like 15-minute pockets of time, and they might do that 2-3 times a day. And that gives them enough revenue to support paying for their own Shakeology. And that's what they do. We have coaches who have worked their way up, over the course of they've even done it in a year where they're making a 6-figure income. That takes a lot more time, obviously, than just getting your Shakeology paid for. But what we want you to know is you do not have to have a lot of time for this. You just have to be willing to consider sending out invitations to ask people to join you in this journey. Okay. So it really is the amount of time that you want to put in it. And we want you to know that that is up to you. You can also, we're going to talk about the different types of coaches. You don't even have to put any time into this. You can just benefit from being what we call a discount coach. Like I said, I did for the first 6 months of my journey. And that would be the opportunity to just receive the discount and not work at all. Okay. And that's an option as well. Number 2, you have to be super fit. You do not have to be super fit. Again, I am 34 weeks pregnant. If I showed you how big my belly is right now, I'm considering myself fit for a pregnant lady, right? And I have a whole new perspective on that. But I'm still coaching women who have recently gained a 6-pack. I'm still coaching people who have different body types than me, or who have a wide variety of fitness background. And it's the amount of heart that we put into this that really matters. So if you're on your personal journey and you're willing to make nutrition and exercise important in your life, that example is what people are looking for if you consider the coaching opportunity. Okay. Number 3, you have to know a lot about nutrition. You do not. We have the tools and the resources for both fitness and nutrition on Beachbody On Demand, and we use those tools to teach people. Okay? That is it. It's being able to navigate the tools and the resources that we have and learning a little bit about those to help these people. All right? Again, we've all become experts in our own way on certain parts of nutrition and certain parts of exercise, and then we talk to each other as coaches about that. So consider that you don't have to be an expert on exercise or nutrition. You're going to learn along the way, but you have resources of the best professionals in the world, and that's what we offer as the total package here. Okay? Number 4, you have to have a fitness or a business background. So I'm just going to tie in the other misconception of you have to be salesy. Like you have to go out like other network marketing businesses and plaster your personal social media pages with posters about, what's on sale and how to sell things. That is not us at all. That's not the dream team at all. What we do as a team of coaches is we invite people and say, how's exercise going right now? How's nutrition going right now? And we talk to them about what their mindset is. We talk a lot about mindset and personal development, and we invite them to join us on the journey. We do not invite them to start buying Shakeology. We do not say, hey, do you want to buy a bag of shakes from me? We do not say, hey, do you want to buy a $160 program? We say, hey, this is something that's helped me. Do you think it might help you too? And then we give them options. So I was scared. I was scared about having to feel salesy from the beginning with that misconception. And I have learned in such a huge way that is a total misconception, and you don't have to have a sales background. You don't have to feel salesy at all. You simply have to be willing to, again, be on the journey, use some resources, and share this with everyone else. Okay? And number 6, you have to have the same goals as every other coach. You have to work your business the same way. That's not it at all. You get to choose what you want to do with the opportunity and the resources at hand. So with all of that said, I hope that this debunks some of the misconceptions that you might have thinking about, like, well, so-and-so that I met is awesome, but I'm not like her at all, and I wouldn't want to strive for those same goals or act that same way on my social media page. And I will tell you this, it's yours. It's your unique opportunity in business to consider. And again, it doesn't even have to be a business. It can just be something that'll be optional in the future for you. If people start asking you what you're doing, they're like, well, I want to sign up for that. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. I get money towards my journey. And again, that's how I started. And I encourage everybody to consider starting that way if you have any hesitation. But if you do want to jump in and you do want to consider, making a part-time income, that is an opportunity too for you. All right. So again, feel free to ask any of the coaches on the call tonight more details about misconceptions or other questions that or concerns that you might have. But we will assure you that this opportunity is unique and it is totally catered to where you are at in your own personal journey. All right? All right, Megan, I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you. We are now going to hear from Lisa, and she is going to talk about our community. And I really love that she's going to be speaking about this because we just came back from an awesome trip together, and I can't wait to hear her talk about that. So Lisa, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Right. Thanks everybody for being here. I am Lisa Cook, and I have been a coach with the Dream Team for about 1.5 years now. I started my journey with Lindsay Rort, who you just heard from. I met her in our neighborhood at a book club and started following her Facebook profile. And she really inspired me, like she said, with her positivity and her energy. And I just felt like that I had been, I'd worked out inconsistently, and I thought, maybe I'll just check with her and see what she's doing with these groups that she's talking about and see what it's all about. And I mean, within the first week or two of the first group that I was in with Lindsay, I was like, this is where I want to be. Like, this is what I need to keep me accountable, to grow in my own personal journey, on my fitness journey and my own personal journey. And so I just right away said, okay, I'm in for the long haul. So tell me where to go, tell me what to do. And so she and I just kind of jumped in together because she had just started coaching just a little bit before me. So we just kind of jumped in together and learned from our mentors like Megan and some of our other upline coaches who are wonderful resources for us. And one of the biggest things that I personally have gotten out of coaching is my own personal development, which was something that I never thought that I needed. I had never done. I was a big reader. I love to read, but I read, entertainment type books. And then all of a sudden with this coaching opportunity, they really encourage you to read these personal development books. And I was like, I'm not so sure about that. Well, that completely changed my life in so many ways I can't even begin to explain. But I was at a point in my faith journey where I was at a big time low, and I was able to really turn that around through personal development. In my personal journey with other parts of like Lindsay said, feeling like you had purpose. My kids were getting older. I have teenage kids. Well, my daughter's 21 now, but they don't need you as much. They want you for things, but they don't need you as much. And so I was feeling lost in my own personal purpose too. And so that aspect of the coaching, which has nothing to do with fitness, but is exactly what I needed and what helped me. So you can get a lot of different things from this experience other than just fitness, but that has been a wonderful blessing too. And at 49 years old, I feel like I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life and in the best shape that I've ever been. And I know more about nutrition than I've ever known. So that's a little bit about my personal coaching journey. And as for the community aspect of coaching, also when I started, I thought I had plenty of friends. I didn't need more friends. I wasn't at that point. And a lot of the people in these, in the coaching group that I was in were a lot younger than me. And I was like, I'm not going to connect with these people. Well, I was completely wrong. These people have become my best friends. And there are people that are also my age and older that do it as I learned and expanded. But one of the best parts of this is the community, because you probably, if you've seen some of the posts of other coaches, you probably might roll your eyes once in a while and think, oh, that's just baloney. That's just fake. They're not really that supportive and uplifting of each other. They're that's just for a show. Well, it's not. It really isn't. And I've never experienced this kind of community with women or girls in my life. I never connected this way with other women that support you, uplift you. They don't compete with you, even though, I mean, I guess technically we're all Beachbody coaches and we all compete with each other, right? Like for our clients, but that's not how it is. Not even close. And we get so many opportunities to get together. What Lindsay was talking about with the Super Saturday training thing that she had gone to is an opportunity where we all get to come together and do some training and some workouts. And then the Success Club trip that Megan was talking about that we just went on was absolutely out of the park amazing. I got to connect with and meet in person people from our team that I've known online for the past year, but that don't necessarily live nearby. One of the girls that I connected with that I got really close with lives in Oregon. I never would have known this girl were it not for this team and this community. And not just her, but all of these people who I now interact with every single day and are my best friends and the people that I will go to when I have any kind of difficulty, problem, when I'm upset about something or when I want to celebrate something. These are the people that I go to. Not that I've dropped any of my other friends. I've brought many of them along with me on this journey, actually, but it has made such a difference having this community of women to lean on, to celebrate with, to just find new purpose and joy with. That I'm sure that the videos that have been posted in the group, you can get a really good sense of how close we all are and how supportive everyone is and how much we love this community and how much this means to us. It's not just about fitness, and I mean, it's almost like that's just a really, really small part of it, to be perfectly honest. But being healthy and leading a healthy lifestyle is a big part of it, but this community is definitely the shining star of all of it. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a sense of how awesome things are in terms of relationships among the group. And if you have any questions about that, again, reach out to your upline or to the person that invited you. And we'd love to tell you more about it. And if you feel like, I don't know, I have people that often say, well, I don't think I would fit in. Trust me, we have people from every walk of life, every shape, size, every faith, everything. And there's a place for you, and you will connect with someone.
Perfect. Thank you, Lisa. That is my favorite topic to listen to our coaches speak about. I am now going to hand it over to our other Lindsay, because even though Lisa talked about our tribe and the relationship that we all have, what's super cool is it doesn't matter what kind of a coach you are on this team, you're a part of this tribe. But Lindsay is going to explain to you the different types of coaches that we have on our team. So Lindsay, you can go ahead and take it away. Oh, you're still muted, Lindsay. It's okay.
Can you?
Yep, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thanks, Megan. Okay, so let me try this again. So my name is Lindsay Smith, and I am one of the Diamond Dream Team coaches, and I'm really, really excited to be here tonight and to kind of share a little bit about my experience with you and talk about the different types of coaches that we have on our team and how you can kind of make this job work for you, because it truly can work for anyone and everyone. So I myself have been a coach officially for just a little over a year now, but I actually started my health and fitness journey about a year and a half ago. So Lindsay Rort, who did our lovely introduction tonight, she actually invited me to this journey in the first place. So I joined my first challenge group with Lindsay back in August of 2016. And within a couple months, I fell in love with the community, like Lisa was talking about. I fell in love with the results that I was seeing, the programs, the fitness programs, and the nutrition. I fell in love with the entire experience. And I was not only seeing changes physically, but I think even more noticeably was the mental changes and the emotional changes that I was seeing in myself. It wasn't just about seeing that number on the scale go down. And it wasn't just about seeing my measurements go down. That was awesome and it was happening, but there was this huge mindset shift that was happening as well. And so that just really got me all into this experience of being a part of a challenge group. So Lindsay approached me on several occasions about the coaching opportunity. And because of the misconceptions that we already talked about on this call, I wasn't really open to the idea at first. But after a few times of her inviting me, I thought, you know what the heck? I'm going to give this a shot. Because I absolutely love this culture, this community, and being a part of this. So why not? Why not take that leap and give coaching a shot? So I have done this now for 14 months. I said yes in February 2017. I had to think about that. I've been a coach for 14 months now, and you guys, I love it. I absolutely love it. This has been the most life-changing experience ever, and getting to be a part of this community and build my own part-time business on top of it has been the most incredible and rewarding experience. So I'm just really, really excited to share this experience with you guys and tell you more about it. Okay, so I'm going to speak a little bit about the types of coaches that we have here on the Dream Team. So like Lisa and Lindsay were kind of speaking to, you can really customize this job to be what you want it to be for you. And there's really kind of a spectrum of coaches, if you will. So I know Lindsay kind of spoke to in the beginning how she started off as a discount coach. So she just wanted to get that 25% off of her monthly Shakeology. And so she signed up as a discount coach, and she was just in it for that discount. And we have quite a few people who are just discount coaches. And there's no pressure to move beyond that. If that's where you fall on the spectrum and that's where you're comfortable and happy, awesome. You're getting that discount, life is good. So that's and that's where I started as well. I started as a discount coach and then moved forward from there. So we have our discount coaches, and then we have kind of our next level, if you will, that we refer to as hobby coaches. And hobby coaches are the people who are putting several hours worth of work into their business every week. And they're continually moving their businesses forward every month. They're making a substantial part-time income. They're running their monthly challenge groups, but they're not making this a full-time career, at least not at this point anyway. And this is something that I would say a lot of coaches on our team kind of fall into this hobby coach range. I myself do right now. And so the cool thing about this is that you can put, an hour, maybe 2 hours into your business every day, and you can still see some pretty awesome growth every month and especially every year. So that has been a really cool experience to kind of see that unfolding for myself as a hobby coach. So that's kind of our second area. And then we kind of move forward from there into our career coaches. And we have quite a few women on our team, Megan and Lindsay Rort being two of them, who this is their full-time career. They have made this their life, and they've been able to build. I'm sorry, you guys, my cats are like all up in my space right now. So if you see tails and fur, it's my cats. Anyway, so they have made this their like full-time career. They have dedicated their life to Beachbody. And the coolest part is that they've been able to build their businesses to the point where it has been able to replace a full-time income. They've been able to leave their full-time jobs and dedicate their life to Beachbody coaching. And that is just a phenomenal thing. And the coolest thing about that is that is a very real possibility for anybody in this business. If you put in that consistent time and effort, over time, you're going to see that growth, and you're going to get to that point where you could potentially make that decision if you so chose to do it. So there really is this wide range: discount coach, hobby coach, career coach. And we have women that kind of fall in between. We have women who kind of go from one to the other. They go back, they come back forward again. It truly is a spectrum. And there's no one area on that spectrum that you necessarily have to commit to when you come into this. You make it what you want it to be. You customize it to fit your life, your goals, your dreams. And you just really make this your own. And for me, that's been probably the biggest blessing of all of this, is being able to really customize this kind of part-time business to fit my lifestyle, and to be able to dream big, and to have that goal in sight and know that anything is possible if I want it to be. So hopefully that helps to kind of give you some framework as to kind of where you could maybe see yourself falling on the spectrum of coaching. So I think that is all for me. So I will throw it back to Megan. Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Thank you, Lindsay. And I love that we are putting on this call for you, but we have cats walking across the screen. I see kids in the background. I know some mamas are putting their babies to sleep, but that's the best part about this business. What Lindsay said, that we get to customize it. That if you want to be part-time and then go full-time, then you decide to go back to part-time, whatever it may be. If you need to do this with kids in the background in the room, if the cat's crawling across the screen, whatever it may be, you can make this work to your lifestyle. And also, to bring to a point, we have two of our leaders on our team that are not with us tonight. One that is extremely pregnant, more so than Lindsay Roart, and couldn't make the call because I don't think she could stay up this late. She is so very pregnant. And then we have another leader whose husband, unfortunately, is in the hospital, so she's in the hospital with him. And the four of us just said, it's no big deal. We'll be there. We'll cover it. We'll cover the topics. We got this for you. And that's another thing that I just love about this team, is that we cover each other when we need it. Can't post in a challenge group? I've got your back. Can't get this done? I've got your back. We always have each other's back. You're never alone in this business, and that is one of the best things about this team. So Sarah was going to be talking about commission tonight and how you make money. We always give Sarah this topic because she is so good about talking about this. I am not good about speaking on this topic at all. I know that I put my heart out there and I invite people and I share what I do and I make money. And when it comes to talking about the details, I'm horrible when it comes to this part. But I'm going to do my best to kind of share a little bit with you what I can. And that being, one of the most important things I think when it comes to signing up as a coach is you're going to get 25% off of all of your Beachbody purchases. That means if you're drinking Shakeology, you get 25% off of that. If you're ordering the performance line, Energize, which is my favorite, Recovery, any of those, you're getting 25% off. We have our new beach bars. You get 25% off of those. Anything that you purchase from Beachbody, you get 25% off. And that is a huge percentage off if you are signed up as a discount coach. You also earn 25% commission. So if you sign up your mom or your best friend or your neighbor because they see what you're doing and it looks awesome, you're going to get 25% of the commission of what they purchase. So that's another kind of a big deal. 25% is a lot. And then also a point that I want to make is you only need to get three and a half people signed up to join you on your journey, and that covers your Shakeology. You are then making enough money to cover your Shakeology. That's pretty cool because I have a feeling that most of the people that are listening in on this call or are going to listen to the playback are already drinking Shakeology. The fact that you could have 3 friends join you and then get your Shakeology paid for because you're making enough, that's pretty cool. And for me, that's kind of what pushed me to becoming a working coach. My husband said, this is kind of getting expensive for us. Can you figure out a way to make this happen? And well, I've got all these people asking me what's going on and what I'm doing and how I've lost this 25 pounds. And my coach kept telling me, why don't you sign these people up instead of referring them to me? So I did, and then all of a sudden my Shakeology was covered. And then I had enough money to cover my husband's Shakeology. And then I had enough money to cover my kids' Shakeology, and so on and so forth. I got a house cleaner, it snowballed from there on what I was doing with that extra income. But the way we make money is by sharing our journey. Most of you on this call are already pushing play to a workout. You're already drinking your Shakeology. You're already learning how to eat healthy. You just have to share your journey. We work out, we share it. We drink our Shakeology, we share it. Whatever we're doing, we share it. We share our life, and that is how we make money. And that's why I'm not good at the little details, because I just know that if I put myself out there and I share my journey, that I'm going to make money. And I've made enough money to surpass my teaching income and do this full time. And that was without me really understanding the financials of it. Now, my husband did. He totally knows the finances of it. I just know I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, sharing, help people get results, and I'm going to make enough money to do this. So I want to kind of stop there and introduce myself, because I didn't do that. I just went straight into Sarah's topic. But I think my topic of why not, I really need to share my story in order to really hit that home with you guys. So I was an elementary school teacher for 13 years. Loved my job. And when I was in second grade, I said that I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. That was what I was meant to do, was be an elementary school teacher. I loved it. I still miss those little kids. I miss the funny stories that I would bring home. But when I was getting home, I was so exhausted. I didn't want to help my kids with their homework because I'd helped 20 other kids with work all day long. I didn't want to play with my kids because I was worn out. I taught kindergarten and first grade, so those are little ones. I was exhausted. I loved it, but it was taking away from my family time. I also taught what's called targeted kids, and that meant that I was there a lot of nights until 7 o'clock at night working on the next day and what I was going to do. That was like an hour with my kids a night. So it wasn't that my passion changed, it was that my priorities changed. And my kids are my number one priority. And I saw this opportunity, and oh my gosh, I went for it. I knew this was my way to be able to stay at home with my kids. I knew, because I watched my coach do it, I watched her leave teaching, I watched her stay at home with her kids. I knew that it was possible. And I knew that if I worked hard enough, and it's not hard, it's simple work, but you got to do it. You've got to do the work. I knew that it was possible for me to do the same thing. And I made that happen. Once I made that decision, it was 2 years later whenever I walked out of the classroom for the last time after 13 years of teaching. But let me tell you, I get to take my kids to school every single day. I get to volunteer every Thursday in their classrooms. I don't stress out. Well, I still don't like helping them with homework because homework is crazy, but I'm more calm when I help them with their homework. I'm just a better mom. I get to spend more time with them. This opportunity has done things for my family that I never saw coming. I signed up with a bag of Shakeology and the Insanity DVDs for like $250. It was so expensive then. That's all I got. Insanity DVDs, Shakeology, it was like $250. Just because I wanted to lose baby weight. I did not know what was coming my way. And I can't help but think, what if I didn't do this? Like, what if I had decided that it was too expensive? Or what if whenever my coach said, why don't you sell these people this challenge pack? What if I had let those limiting beliefs stop me? Because I had them. I thought, I'm not a salesperson. I'm never on Facebook. I cannot do this. I am not in shape right now. I don't have the beach body. If I had let those limiting beliefs stop me from giving this a try, I would not be where I am at right now. My family would not have the life that we have right now. I am no different than you. No different than you. If I can do this, if Lindsay can do this, if Lisa can do this, I think our other Lindsay jumped off, can do this, there is no reason that you cannot make this happen too, whatever your goals are. And maybe you just want your Shakeology a 25% discount. That is totally okay. Or maybe you are thinking about what I'm doing and you would like to do a coaching, actually coach and make this your full-time job. Then we can help you make that happen, because there are several of us on this team that have done that. So I'm ending with asking you, why not? Why not give this a try? Why not see what happens if you sign up, if you join our dream team? Why not? What is the worst that is going to happen? And that's what I had to think when I signed up. Well, why not? What's going to happen? If I fail, I fail. That's what's going to happen, and then I'll just stop. So why not? Why not give this a try and see if you can do this, if you can make something out of this? And again, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to come away with an amazing tribe of women that are going to support you and motivate you and be there for you every single day, whether it be in coaching, whether it be in life, whether it be with your health and fitness. Lisa was sitting behind me in church this morning, whatever it may be, whatever area of your life. Why not you? Why not give this a try and see what happens? Because if I hadn't, I would still be that teacher working until 7 o'clock at night, missing the heck out of my kids and not getting to spend time with them. I would still be overweight. I would still be unhappy. I would not be the person I am today. I could not be more grateful for this opportunity. So I'm going to end the call there. And I just want you to reach out to your upline that invited you here. If you have more questions, if you have more misconceptions, or if you have more questions about the community or the types of coaches, all the things that we've talked about tonight, reach out to your coach and ask those questions. We are not going to push you into doing something that you don't want to do. I spoke today on my IG stories. If you don't want to do this, if you just sat through this call and you thought this does not sound cool, this is not what I want to do, that's okay, because we don't want you doing something that you don't want to do. So that's okay if you don't want to do this, but please talk to your upline coach. Talk to them or the person that invited you here. Talk to them, let them know what you're thinking, what's going through your head, have those conversations to decide if this is for you. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their night, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.